What just happened to El Toro? And can it be the end of the ride? I'm Coasteritis, and today we're going to try and figure out what the future holds for this wonderful Intamin wooden coaster. So for those of you who haven't been paying attention in the coaster industry recently, as of August 25th, 2022, around 10:30 at night, 5 people were sent to the hospital due to unknown related injuries from El Toro. This, of course, is El Toro's second injury in the better part of a year. This has brought up a lot of speculation that this could be the end of El Toro, the beloved wooden coaster in Six Flags Great Adventure. After thinking about this for a while, I have come up with 4 outcomes that Six Flags can decide to take with El Toro. The first one being the RMC route, the second one being inspection and closing the ride for the rest of the 2022 season and opening it in 2023. The third one could be closing the ride altogether and just replacing it with some new coaster. And the fourth option will be that Six Flags will decide to give this ride the dragster treatment, where it will be closed for the 2022 season, but they will be working on it to try and fix whatever the problem may be and sort of upgrade the ride. I'm going to be going through all 4 of these options and try and figure out which one is the most plausible. Going with the first, going the good old RMC route, I believe that this is probably the second most likely outcome for this ride. Six Flags started, the whole RMC hybrid thing with New Texas Giant. This shows that the two companies have a strong bond together already, which, of course, adds another reason why the RMC route is even more plausible. With that being said, though, Great Adventure is working on a second park almost. This park will be around sports and hotels and drinks and dining. So with this accident, I don't think they're going to go the route to spend $15 to $20 million on an RMC coaster. Now, there are 2 options that I think are not plausible for this. One of these options being the complete removal of El Toro completely. El Toro is an amazing ride, often considered to be the best wooden coaster. And El Toro is young, too. It's not an old coaster. Like, when you ask anybody, why do you go to Six Flags Great Adventure? They'll say, I go for King Ka, El Toro, and maybe, Medusa or something. But those are always the big 2. So removing such an iconic ride that still can work if they just do a few little adjustments here and there is a huge mistake on the Six Flags part. Now, another option that I don't think will work is closing it for the rest of the season and just reopening it after whatever the problem was it was found is fixed. This ride has had so many problems recently. Well, 2, that's not so many, but the ride needs something. It needs to be checked up on. It can't just sit there anymore because there's clearly something wrong with this ride. So they can't just leave it for the rest of the 2022 season. But what I think is the most likely option is they're going to either retrack it or they're going to fix certain parts of the ride to keep this nice young coaster smooth and running as long as they can as one of the headliners for the park. So I think what they're probably going to do is maybe have somebody like GCR or even Intamin come back and retrack this ride or retrack parts of the ride or work on this or that, and it'll be closed for the rest of the 2022 season. And I think with 2023 we're going to see it open up with new features or new tracking or something. They're not going to leave this alone. They're not going to RMC it. As much as I would love for them to RMC it, it's not going to happen. I could see it happening, but it's not. I'm hopeful for it, but it won't happen. They're going to fix a few things here, and they're going to try one last time. But if El Toro has an accident in 2023, I'm saying RMC. But until then, I believe the final option of fixing the ride up, changing a few things, possibly retracking during the 2022 season and the 2022 off season is the most likely scenario. With that being said, I'm here to end this video and hope you all have an amazing day. Make sure to please like and subscribe and stay tuned for more coaster related videos. This is Coasteritis out.